Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here in Building in Minecraft. I am the Berserking Quirky. Guys, today we are going to be building this very East Asian inspired entranceway with kind of a bonus wall. Now, this could be used as the entranceway into your base. This could be used as the entranceway into your village or into your city. Well, with the tile-like roof, banners, bells, this build is amazing, guys. Let's go ahead and get to the list of materials that you will be needing. All right, this is going to be the color palette for the build. We start off over here with some dark prismarine slabs, stairs, and full blocks. Next is stripped dark oak logs along with dark oak trapdoors, slabs, stairs, fences, and gates. Next is white concrete along with the oak trap doors. Now for accents, we are going to be using the lanterns, bell, as well as a couple different banner colors. Now we'll go ahead and we'll get started on the build. Now, to start off, you want to find the area where you want your entrance to be. So I want my entrance to be right here. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to count out 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th block, so this will be a 4-block gap, we'll place a stripped dark oak. We're going to do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the 5th one, we will do the same. Now, we can go ahead and break that space holder block. Now it's time to create the frame. So I'm going to leave a 1-block gap, place down another stripped dark oak. Same thing on this side, a 1-block gap, and then stripped oak. Now I want these pillars each to be 9 high. So I'm going to add an additional 8 all the way up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that'll be the 9th one. And then we're going to add 8 more here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to do this to the other side as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now that is the outline of the frame of the entranceway, but I want to fill in the gaps in between with this white concrete. I'm also going to go all the way up to 9 blocks high. This is going to be on both sides. And there we go. Now, let's start shaping out the actual circle doorway. We want to stair step this white concrete. So I'm going to start by going 3 out, then 2 out, and then 1. We're going to do this on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. Now we're going to kind of want to flip this over, but if we do it just, stair step up, it's going to be a little bit too diamond shaped. So I'm going to add a filler in between to help it get that round shape. And then now we'll start the stair step going the opposite way. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I hope you can see what I mean by making it more round. If we were to only do this, like a stair step, it would seem a little bit more squashed, a little bit more diamond shaped, and not quite so circle. And so, all right, now we finished that on the opposite side. Finally, we'll just go ahead and fill in these top 2 rows all the way across. Now that we finished this, we want to create this all the way through. So I'm just going to mirror this pattern on these next 2 rows all the way through. And it's all going to be in this white concrete. Now, do you have to use only white concrete? No, you can use any other concrete, terracotta. You could even use wood blocks if you'd like. You can maybe even like stripped birch look nice as well. So you're not limited in the color scheme that I've laid forward. It's just my personal preference. I like the contrast between the white and the dark oak. Okay, now that we have that done, it's time to start filling in this inner circle. I'm going to take these dark oak stairs and I'm going to follow this little stair step that we made up leave a gap right here and then just mirror this little stair step with these dark oak stairs all the way up. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over on this side. Just fill in the same spaces with these dark oak stairs. And there we go. That's done. Now in the gap at the top, I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in with some dark oak slabs. And for the side portion here, I'm going to use the dark oak trapdoors. And that helps complete the entire circle for the walkway. Now let's go ahead and start on the actual roof line. This can be complex if you try to build it as a whole, but taking it in sections will make this a lot easier. So we're going to start kind of with the eave, the underside of the roof. On the corner, I'm going to take a stair upside down and face it in just like that. Now, on the opposite of it, I'm going to face another upside down stair like so. And I'm going to mirror this one more time. Just like that. Now you can see it kind of makes a little bit of an M shape. I'm going to do this on every single one of these corners all the way around. Just like that. Now this is going to give a little bit more visual interest than just like a flat eave. And oopsies. I feel that it, oh my gosh. I feel like by doing so, it makes it appear more like the terracotta roof tiles that were often used in East Asian countries. And they're very beautiful, very detailed, and that's the kind of effect that we are going to be going for here. Now, in this little middle section right here, I'm going to add a little bit more detail. I'm going to throw in an upside down dark oak stair and then just put in a couple of slabs on the top, just like so. Now, let's go ahead and mirror that exact same thing. On this side, we will put the dark oak stair in the middle, then 2 slabs, just like so. Next, we're going to go to the sides, and we're just going to go ahead and fill it in all the way across with the full prismarine blocks on both sides, just like that. Now for the next layer up, let's take our dark prismarine stairs, and on this very corner, so diagonal from that log, we're going to go ahead and start placing stairs down. 5 in total. We're going to do this in every single corner. So we'll go to the very edge, diagonal from that log. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same in this corner. And finally, over in this corner as well, diagonal from that log. All right, next I want to kind of create a shape like this in the middle. So I'm going to make the stair go the opposite way, making that U shape one more time. And then I'm just going to take a prismarine slab, throw it in the middle, just like that. We'll do the same thing on this side. So U-shaped, prismarine slab right in the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and outline the entire edge of this. So we'll take these dark prismarine blocks all the way around. And just like that, we are all done. Now, on this edge right here, I'm going to take a stair. I'm going to put it like so. And then behind it, a full block. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. On this end one, take a stair, and then put a full block behind it. On top of each of those full blocks, pointing in, do a stair, just like so. Now we're going to finish kind of like the U shape of the middle of the roof peak here. So I'm going to take some stairs, and to keep that look like tile, I'm going to alternate them. I'm going to do 3. And I'm going to go to the other side and do the same, except I want to kind of have it opposite. I think that might look a little bit more interesting, but you can keep it the same direction if you want on both sides. And then in the middle, I'm just going to fill it across with bottom slabs. Now, just above where this slab is, I'm going to add another one. Same on this side. Just where that slab is right there, I'm going to place another one. And then we can go over to the corner here, put slabs in right there. Oops, I'm sorry. We want to put a slab next to this full block right there, and then one next to it, just like so. And the same in each one of those corners. So next to this full block, put 2 slabs. Next to this full block, 2 slabs. And then finally over here, full block and 2 slabs. There we go. Now we kind of have the curve of the roof done. Now we need to kind of finish the edge of the roof. A lot of the older East Asian buildings kind of like point up a little bit in the corners, and that's the effect that we are going to try to get. So what we need to do, we need to put in some filling blocks to so that we can place stairs in the directions that we want to. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this wool, and I'm going to outline the front and the back of this completely in this wool. Believe me, it'll just make things easier. All right, now that we have that done, let's take once again, our dark prismarine stairs. We're going to take it, we're going to face it in, just like so. And then we're going to make that U shape again, just like that. We're going to do this 2 times on each corner. And over here. And you guessed it, do this on every single corner around it. This, though, like I said, doing this in stages makes it a lot easier. If you were to try to do this all at once, it kind of becomes a little overwhelming with all the different angles that it goes at. But doing this in phases really can make this a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Now, we want to kind of recreate this little arch that we have in the middle here, down on this layer here, but have it a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and place 1 stair in, just like that. And then I'm going to place an upside down stair right in front of it. Do the same thing over here. 1 stair in, upside down stair on top of it, just like that. Now I'm going to take slabs. I'm going to put a slab in between them, then 1 slab up, just like that. And we can go ahead and break out these wool blocks that are right here in the front. Now we're going to mirror that exactly on the back. So we're going to take this stair, point it in, and then an upside down stair. This stair pointed in, and upside down stair, slab and slab. There we go. That is the front and the back of the eave done. Now let's go ahead and once again remove all of these wool filling blocks. Now is time for the sides of the build and the actual gradual build out to the point of the corner. So what I want to do on this block that is right next to the, right above this stripped dark oak, I'm going to take the stair. I'm going to put on upside down stair right there. Same thing here where this dark stripped oak is, upside down stair. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a slab in between them, just like that. Then on top of this slab, I'm going to go ahead and put a stair. Then on top of these 2 upside down stairs on either side, I will place a slab. Now time for another filler block. I want to place 1 filler block on each of these corners. And then I'm going to make a stair point in, just like that on both sides. Then we can go ahead and break both of those filler blocks. Now, where that filler block was, let's take our prismarine slab and put it on the top of those stairs, just like so. Then once again with our filler block, let's go ahead, place 2 blocks out so it's diagonal from that slab that we just placed. And then I'm going to place dark prismarine slab on top of it. Now you can see how we're kind of got a little bit of a swoosh to it where it kind of points up a little bit. We're going to do the same thing over here in this corner as well. 2 filler blocks out and then a dark prismarine block, and we'll just break them out. You can kind of see how the roof does make that little swoosh in the corners. Let's go ahead, head over to the other side. We're going to do identical over here. So take our stairs on the ones right above these stripped dark oak. We're going to place stairs, upside down stairs, just like that. And then a slab in between. On top of the slab, we're going to place the stairs. And then on where the stairs were, we will place the slabs. Then we'll grab our filler blocks on each corner and then put a stair pointing in towards the center on each side. Break out our filler blocks, place the slab where it was on the top of the block, and then we want to get out diagonally from that corner and then place our dark prismarine slab. We'll do the same thing over here. 2 out. Dark prismarine slab. Now, I love this roof line, but I do want to add just a little bit more detail to it. So let's go ahead and take our dark oak, and on the one just on the corner here, let's go ahead and place one all the way around. And then finally, I want to add one right here where this stair is on each side as well. So, stair right there, we'll place it. Stair right there, we'll place it. And there's the stair once again, and place it. Now it adds a little bit more texture to the roof, so it isn't all just like the same. It kind of guides the eyes into the lines and makes it really seem to make the roof line stand out. I just love it. Okay, now time to add the details. So along the edges right here, 3 down from the roof, 3 up from the ground with the dark oak fence posts. We're going to do this all sides. 3 down from the roof, 3 up. Go to the other side, 3 up, 3 down, 3 down, and 3 up. Now for each and every single one of these, skip 1 and add 1. Skip a block, add a fence. Skip a block, add a fence. We're going to do this on all of them. So skip that block and add a fence. There we go. That's what it looks like. Let's go to the other side and we'll do the same thing over here. So skip a block, put a fence post down. Skip a block, fence post. Skip a block, fence post, and skip a block, fence post. Now, in the areas that we've left blank, we're going to go ahead and throw in a fence gate. We are going to do this on all of them, which means that we need to put in some filler blocks up here at the top. So where that blank spot is, filler block. Also underneath where this dark oak stair is, put a filler block. And then empty space, filler block. Now each of these, go ahead and throw in that fence gate and break out those filler blocks. It'll look just like that. Now let's go through and do this exact same thing on the other side. So down here at the bottom, we'll just go ahead and we'll throw in those fence gates and then filler blocks where the blank spot is in between those two, right underneath this dark oak stair, and the blank spot there. We'll place another filler block. Pop in those dark oak fence gates. And voila. Now let's go ahead and start adding in a little bit more detail underneath where these fence gates are. Let's pop in 2 oak trap doors. Same thing over here, right underneath where that fence gate is, 2 oak trap doors. Now above this fence gate, just one like so. And there you go. Now I'm going to take these lanterns, I'm going to place them on the corners of these upper fences. And also, I want to add them right here, right around the entranceway, just like that. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So underneath where this fence gate is, we'll go ahead and add 2 oak trapdoors. And above this fence gate on either side, just 1, like so. Take our lanterns and put them on all the edges of the upper fences and then just around the actual walkway. Now let's add a little bit more detail to the sides of it. I'm going to go ahead and take these dark oak fences. I'm going to make a line all the way up the side on this white concrete. And then up here at the top, 2 down, I'm going to add 2 extra fences. And the same down here at the bottom. These 2, I'm going to add fences. Let's do this on the other side as well. So let's go ahead and put the fences all the way up. And then on these top 2, we'll just add 2 more fences. Oops, not like that. Like that. And then 2 more fences. Just like so. Now to add just a touch more detail to it, I'm going to take a bell. And on this block right here, diagonal from the dark stripped oak, I'm going to add a bell. And I'm going to do that on each of these corners. So diagonally out, add the bell. Diagonally out, add the bell. And then one more, diagonally out, add the bell. Now I'm going to have to put down a couple of filler blocks just so that I can stand on them. I'm going to stand behind the bell. I'm going to take this red banner and I'm going to shift and add it to the back of the bell. Now I can break out that filler block. Same thing over here. I'm going to shift, I'm going to add it to the back of that bell. Let's do that to the bells on the other side as well. So let's add in a couple of filler blocks so that we have somewhere to stand. Get behind the bell and add in that red banner. And add in, once again, that red banner. Now this right here is beautiful. You could add this into your world as just an entranceway and it's perfect and great. I'm thinking, though, that I might add like a little extra fence to it. Maybe this could be like the border to your city. And that would help keep out, any pillagers from coming in and raiding your city, right? So let's go ahead and add that little fence or wall in real quickly. Now, what I'm going to want to do for this is take my dark oak fence, and I already have 2 out. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 and then 2 more. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did over here. I'm going to add 2 on top of it, just like that. And that kind of is like a little panel. Let's go ahead and close that panel off. Let's take our white concrete and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go ahead and cap it off with a prismarine slab. Now, I want to have like a little bit of a shape similar to the doorway. I think it would be very complementary. So let's add 1 fence there. And then we can do the double fences like we did down there, just like so. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side here. 2 fences, and then connect them in the middle, just like that. And it looks very similar to the shape of the actual doorway. Go ahead, I'm just going to add in a couple of banners. I'm going to do this to either side. And then maybe a lantern in the middle, just like that. And this is a very repeatable design. Just go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just the same as over here. 2 out on either side. Then 1 up. And then on the next 2 rows, again, we'll go out 2. Whoopsie, we did that again. Same thing over here. Go 2 up. Just like that. Connect them in the middle. And you want to know what? I'll just go ahead and add another concrete pillar right here. 3, 5, and then top it off with the dark prismarine. And then we'll add the banners once again and the lantern to the middle. Go to the other side. You don't have to put the banners, I guess, on the inside as well. I just think that the banners add a lot of interest because banners move in the breeze. They add movement to the world. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Now, to break up how kind of white and chunky these pillars are, what I'm going to do is add 3 dark oak fences to the center of each of these pillars, just like so. And on the bottom, we'll go ahead, we'll throw in a fence gate and we'll open it. Same over here, fence gate and opened. And I'm going to do this on the top too, just like so. Now let's go around the other side and do this same thing. So in the middle 3, we will add these dark oak fences. And then to the tops and the bottom, we will add these gates and open them up. Just like that. Boom, beautiful. Now, we don't have to do this to create a barrier going into our town. We could simply just add a fence all the way around and it would keep it plenty safe. But I think that this is far more visually interesting if you want to have something with a little bit more impact than that, than just, a plain wall. Now, guys, I think it is time to start bringing this into the environment around it. I mean, we are in this fantastic bamboo biome. So I'm thinking about adding some bamboo in just for a little decoration. So let's go ahead. We'll have it go up, 4. And then I'm going to take this string and put it over the top. Now, this is going to prevent that bamboo from growing up any higher so we can manipulate this environment to be whatever we want it to be. So, I could take this piece of bamboo right there, put a piece of string over it. It will never grow above that stage 1 bamboo. I also like adding in some of this oak leaves around just randomly like this. I think it makes it look a little bit more detailed and I guess a little bit more lived in. There we go. Let's make this one extra tall. We'll go ahead and throw a string on top just like that. And then you want to know, we'll even do a little bit over here with this fence as well. All right, guys, as you can see, just by adding in a few leaf blocks and a little bit of bamboo, we've really melted this build into the natural environment around it. Guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to give it a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. If you don't already follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, I release sneak peeks, teasers, and occasionally pictures of my puppy dog, BC. I'm the Berserking Corgi. Have a fantastic day.